The world of science is constantly changing based on new discoveries, and that sometimes means that what we thought was right was incorrect. Here are 10 things science got wrong. Before we start, don't wrong yourself by not hitting that subscribe button on our channel. Seeing red. For decades, thanks to the matador and other studies, science has had us believing that bulls got angry when they saw red, and this belief picked up quickly in mainstream media. However, as animal biology has progressed, we have learned that bulls are actually colorblind. So what are they getting mad about? The movement of the red cape is what agitates them. Hair and nails. Thanks to science, we have long believed that our hair and fingernails continue to grow long after death because the follicles supposedly keep creating new cells. That's not the case, because once the body dies, the decomposing of cells begins. The reason why hair and nails look longer on corpses is that they have been dead for a while, and it's due to the skin dehydrating and being pulled back. 5 senses. We grew up thinking that all we have are 5 senses: touch, smell, hearing, seeing, and tasting. But it was all based on science. We have much more than 5 senses. Science has been able to break down the 5 basic categories and divide them into more senses like touch, temperature, pressure, and more. So next time someone says the only 6th sense is in a horror movie, you have the info to correct them. Lightning strikes. When it came to weather, we mistakenly believed that lightning never strikes twice, and it was based on scientific fact for the longest time, thanks to meteorologists on the news. However, the longer we have studied the weather, scientists have realized that lightning can not only strike twice in the same spot, but several times, and it is inevitable that it will occur based on statistics. Great Wall of China. The Great Wall of China is one of mankind's greatest achievements, and one that can be seen from space. From this concept birthed by a myth that eventually was disguised as fact, even by scientists, that you can see the Great Wall from the moon. Since space programs all over the world are becoming more precise, this theory has been tested, and it turns out you can only see lights on the Earth from the moon. Drinking alcohol. Despite what your parents have told you, drinking alcohol doesn't kill your brain cells, so that's good news for drinkers. But the bad news is that alcohol can still cause brain damage, it's just not from cell death. Also, if you're out in the cold and you want a drink to warm you up, you're countering your body's natural heating protocol, and drinking alcohol can do the opposite of warming you up, despite how you may be feeling. Taste buds. The tongue has been believed to possess only 4 senses of taste: sweet, salty, sour, and bitter. And depending on where your food was on your tongue, that's what you tasted. Science has since corrected themselves and proven that this couldn't be any more wrong. In fact, 5 different tastes have since been identified, and it turns out that tongue tastes the same thing all over, regardless of quadrant or location. Pruning fingers. When we swim or bathe for too long, our fingers and toes begin to prune. Early days of science had us believe that this wrinkling happened so that we could still maintain the grip on our fingers and toes should we need to climb out of a bad situation. However, a recent scientific study found that this wasn't the case after testing the theory on people with wet and dry extremities. Then why the wrinkling? It's the result of the narrowing of our blood vessels, which is a reaction when immersed in water. Swallowing gum. Our parents and doctors and even old wives' tales of the mid-20th century have told us that if we swallow our chewing gum, that it takes our stomachs 7 years to digest it. The thought of having gum sitting in your stomach for that long is disgusting, and it's not true. What is true is that our body can't digest gum, but it moves through our digestive tract and we end up just pooping it out quickly. Water consumption. Doctors, trainers, and scientists long told the public that to get enough water, we had to drink 8 glasses per day. While the practice is a good habit, it just isn't true. Our bodies get water from our food, as well as beverages like soda, tea, and juice. Also, our bodies are different, and therefore have different needs. So one person may only need a few glasses, while someone else who works out for several hours a day would need much more water. When it comes to water amounts, listen to your body and see what happens. Well folks, what do you think of these things that science got wrong? Let us know in the comments down below. And while you're here, you know the drill. Check out these videos, like this one, and of course subscribe to The Richest for more weird content every day. Bye!